Hello and welcome back to the Super Heavyweight YouTube channel, where in today's episode we will continue with the series with Arsenal now, which was originally created to try and put together the best Master League team possible, regardless of whatever team you choose to play with. And I thought, because of the holidays, everybody's probably going to start a new Master League, so the idea was that I show you the process that I go through to put together a really good Master League team. So we've played a few matches. We currently stand in 10th position. Of course, we've literally got a brand new 11 in the Arsenal Master League that we're currently playing on the difficulty mode of Superstar, must I add. And so we just won our first match of the season, a 2-0 victory over Southampton. A great result, so very pleased with that. As you can see, the chemistry is 54, so of course there's major improvements to be made there. So what we need to do is probably look to see where we can possibly improve this, but I think for now I'm just going to stick to what we have. 55, I mean, that's absolutely awful, so of course there does need to be some improvements here in terms of how we go about it, but either way that will only improve, and the players will only get better, so that's what we'll stick to for now. Just want to make sure that before I start we've actually got all the players in the right position. So we're going to play Newcastle, and then we've got Brighton. Again, just want to thank you for all your support. I really do appreciate it. And remember, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And spread the word amongst your friends and family with regards to this channel and what we're trying to achieve. Do check out the website. It's on the About Us page, and of course we will try and over the holidays in the summer put together a really good website. So I'm very happy with the team that we've put together. Of course, we didn't get a chance on Martinelli or Nketiah, and so therefore that resulted in maybe 3 or 4 players that we probably would have liked to have brought in. We weren't able to do so. But what I would suggest is maybe there's a player that you have found. I mean, for example, Bustos, the Argentine right back. He's a player that I thought I was very impressed with, and I was actually very glad that we managed to find him. Oops, gotta be careful here. So I was very glad that we found him, because he's a player that I probably would never have signed, and now that I got to sign him, I think that's first of all a really good signing, and secondly he's only going to get better. 24 years old, etc. So very happy with that. And of course Kier's a player that I always do mention, and Barrios was another one that I probably normally wouldn't sign. It's a good ball over the top. Actually, I was looking at Jovic there. So if there are any players that you think, oops, what's happening there? What's going on? Not the best start, but if there are any players that you feel that we should possibly go for, do let me know in the comment section. And of course look forward to hearing that. And again, just want to take this opportunity to thank you for all your support. Sorry, I'm just going to press the pause button just to get slightly more comfortable. Hasn't really been a good start. Oh, that's a bad foul. I've pressed the wrong button. I meant to press the square button, so I was trying to get more players. Fabro with a yellow card. More importantly, it's in a very, very dangerous position. Especially this difficulty mode of Superstar. If you've watched some of the previous episodes, we generally have goals go against us, so that's one that I want to try and eradicate. So Bernadeschi had a really good game. That's good football there. And Bernadeschi's away. I mean, I have to say, very good play. Look at him go. That's great pace. And Jovic is away as well. Oh, Lascelles is a really good player. I mean, he just sold a dummy there to Jovic, but again, we've got out. We just got to concentrate, just not doing anything silly. Harriet's another good player that we managed to identify. And we've just got to be careful with Fabra on a yellow card. Don't want to get a player sent off, so that's something we might have to just be slightly more mindful of. Maxim again, that's another dangerous area where we've given a foul away. It is raining, so that's something we may have to contend with. The ball is zipping around, players slipping, and of course when you've got someone like John Joe Shelby, the former Liverpool player, again very, very dangerous. And I did say it, when you're playing on this difficulty mode of Superstar, goals are going in left, right and centre. I mean, sometimes I think I should start playing Lino again, just to give Newell a chance. Not to say that Lino would have said that, because that's such a spectacular free kick. In fact, what I should do is make a compilation of all the goals that the computer scored against us. And you'll find there'll be several free kicks. One of them that just comes to mind is the last minute Liverpool free kick from Trent Alexander-Arnold, or the free kick that Bale scored against us as well. So that's highly frustrating, but we haven't had a good start. I'm not really concentrating as much as I should be, but look, it's a long way to go. What I'm also going to do is just quickly have a look at the formation that Newcastle are playing. So they're playing with a 4-4-2, so there's going to be a lot of space in that midfield, and we need to take full advantage of that. Drag out the players. Idrissa Gueye. Oh, that's a poor cross there. Needs to do better. Probably hasn't started as well as I would have hoped, but again, his stats are phenomenal, and I think as the season goes on, he'll get better and better. It's a great header. Paye, the captain, Gueye, need his running ability and his stamina. Harriet on the ball, as Newcastle are playing this 4-4-2. That'll just mean that there'll be a lot more spaces, and that's a great cross in there, well defended out, and again allows us to continue with the attack. I mean, we did dominate a lot of the game against Southampton. Oops, that's not the pass that we wanted. Dwight Gale, former Arsenal player, and Callum Wilson was another player that we did identify as someone that we could possibly sign. Oh, Klosterman. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird performance actually. It's not feeling natural. I mean, credit goes to Newcastle there, because they have disrupted our flow, should I say. When they need to get a lot of the players in. Bernardeschi. Well, that's a great ball there to Jovic, who's really been isolated. Need to get more players up there, and I am thinking of going to that 4-2-3-1. I think might be better suited for our team. Of course, that chemistry of 55 really does need improvement quickly, and the only way we're going to do that is if we carry on winning. But at the moment, we're a goal down, so that would cause us a few problems. Barrios, I think, will give us that much needed defensive work that we need. Good defending there. I mean, Klosterman we did purchase as a centre back, but again, his rating doesn't really change when he plays as a right back, so that's why I've kept him in there, just to give us a bit more threat in the air. But I think offensively he's probably not as good. So Bustos is very good offensively, but defensively he's very weak. And Klosterman's the opposite, very good defensively, but offensively I just think possibly could do with some improvements. So again, that free kick, what a wonderful goal, which has resulted in the difference between the two sides. So literally it's just probably the last kick of the game. So Idrissa Gana Gueye is fouled. Of course, Tobias had a really good game, but I've brought back in Harrit. Should I attempt a free kick from here as well? That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to attempt it as well. Oh, Dimitri Payet. At least we've got our first shot on target. Probably does mask over the fact that other than that we haven't really created much. So it's going to be a big second half. Again, following that win at Southampton, we just want to make sure that we continue this good run. So 57% possession, but only that one shot on target, which just the one that we had before we went in for the half-time. Bernardeschi gets Klosterman in. He's very quick, but on that occasion wasn't able to get past his mate Callum Wilson. Sane's come out. We don't want the centre-back to be there. Klosterman. Harrit's having to defend. Maxim. What a player. Oops. It's a bit too easy. What's happened there? The defender, the goalkeeper's made a really good save. I mean, I'm just trying to give him a chance, but I think we might just have to go with Lino because Newball was supposed to be the second choice goalkeeper. And he has done really well. That's a good throw there to Jovic. Can you get Harris away? Not quite, but it was the right idea. Bernardeschi. Harris, good football there. Can we get Fabra going? Of course, got that early yellow card, so just got to be a bit careful. Need to try and get Dimitri Payet more on the ball. The former West Ham star. Now back at Marseille, but we had to bring him in just because of his quality. Bernardeschi. Thought that was a dangerous attempt at a tackle. But Klosterman, black there to Harris. Plays that ball there to Klosterman. Gets across him, but well headed out there by Lascelles, who's been a fantastic defender for Newcastle in this game. Done really, really well. Don't know what's quite happened there. Richie, who did have a public spat with Steve Bruce. Bernardeschi. Can you get a good cross? That's a fantastic cross. And Payet with the header, and what a goal! I mean, that's why we've paid the £10 million for a 33-year-old. He is the overall highest rated player in the team, and that's why he's got the captain's armband instead of Simon Kier. But that's a fantastic goal. I mean, it's all about the cross from Bernardeschi, hence the reason why he's got the nod over Kingsley Coleman. And in the last game, he was very, very impressive. I mean, good run there. Cuts back in on his left foot. What a cross! I mean, it's a phenomenal cross, but the header is even more impressive, especially with heading being one of my weakest areas. But that's a great goal. I mean, the keeper's got no chance. I mean, to get the power from there, that's a good 12 yards out. And that's a great goal. And I do feel sorry for Newcastle because they've defended well. I mean, that's a moment of brilliance. And of course, when you are signing some of the best players, of course, Douglas Costa was supposed to be the first choice right wing forward. I think that may be offside. And it is. Of course, we've got to be very careful as well because we've got the two centre backs. I'm just trying to think, could we change it? I mean, Clivett did score the last goal. I mean, Payet's not currently on form, but you still keep him in there. Just trying to think, could we bring on Tobias for Gueye possibly? Idrissa Gana Gueye, or Do we stick with someone like Guendouzi? Or do we just put Harriet slightly further forward? I'm going to leave it as it is. Actually, I'm going to bring on... just trying to think. I'm going to bring on Bustos. Actually, no. I'm going to keep Klosterman on there, and I'm going to bring on Bustos for Fabra, because I don't want him to get a second yellow card. So we'll bring on Bustos, who actually played there in the last match as well. So it is a big match for us, because if we can go on to get a draw, that would be good, but we're looking for the win. So I'm probably just going to hit this long, actually. Or could I actually let's get Paya to take it. Let's go long. Just hit it down the centre. And let's just hope that we can try and get a mistake out of Newcastle, but that wasn't to be the case. They've gone long. Can Kier win that? That's a fantastic header. More so. Well, one referee, it's got to be a foul. Just got to be careful here, because Newcastle. Oh, Bustos was a good header. Can Gay get there? Not quite. Klosterman's got to come across. Richie. That's not a good cross, and again a lot of space there for Bernardeschi to run into. Plays that ball there to Jovic. Plays that ball there to Bernardeschi. That's a great ball. Can he keep it in? He can. Klosterman with the cross. And it's offside. I think that was Jovic offside, coming back from a offside position. Again, hasn't had the service that he's probably looking for. Wilson's off for Joe Linton, the big money signing, but he hasn't performed as well as he should have for 40 million. I always am slightly surprised when teams, actually I'll bring on Guendouzi there, and I'm gonna bring on Justin Kluivert for Paye, just because he did score, and I know Paye has scored the goal, but just bring him on there, just to give the captain a little rest for the next game. But hopefully Kluivert, with his energy, he got him on a free transfer, and I think by having Guendouzi, I'm hoping to give us a bit more defensive stability, especially going backwards, as well as being able to get forward as well. That's a good ball there by Paye, and Bustos just nearly gets there in front of Manquillo. Barrios plays it out to Klosterman. Can he gain some space there? Oh, he turns that round. And Kluivert with the shot on his weaker foot, and I think well blocked there by the Newcastle player, but we've managed to get it back. Shelby does the interception and the tackle. Newcastle are getting the ball then. There's a lot of giving it away a lot, so of course this could be one of those games where a mistake decides it. It's 10 minutes to go. Oh, what? Almiron. Ooh, gotta be careful. Just want to make sure we don't end up doing anything silly. Don't want to give away a penalty. Oh, Sane brings that ball out. And we tried to get Bernardeschi away, but that wasn't to be the case. Got to win this header. And then St. Maxim's dangerous. Klosterman's not been on form. I think we might have to move him as a... Ooh. He's taken the deflection. Not what we wanted. Joe Linton. Last minute. I mean, that's tough to take. He's taken the deflection. But it was just mistakes going... just happening from both sides. And they've stolen the last minute goal. And it's the substitute, Joe Linton. And as I was saying about Joe Linton, it does surprise me when football clubs spend a significant amount of money on a young player, and he is a very talented player, of course. You don't spend 40 million. Um, Last kid, just probably keeper would have had that actually, but we were defending so deep. I'm going to have to change this deep defensive line that was part of the strategy because the defenders are just way too deep. They're literally on the 6-yard box. We need to try and push them up. So Carroll's coming on with Dwight Gale. Of course, Dwight, the former Arsenal youth team player, very good. Probably has as much of a chance in the Newcastle side, but again, we've got to get this ball forward. Or not quite the pass that we wanted. And again, that's a really tough result to take. I mean, this should never have happened. Again, in a wet Newcastle. Can we get Jovic away? Not quite. Again, the Lascelles has been absolutely magnificent, and that's a tough one to take. I would have been happy with the draw actually. The players don't look happy. Klosterman in that right back position hasn't quite worked out for us. Shelby's of course very happy because it was his free kick. He had 2 bites at the cherry, and they've managed to get a good result. I felt that we did better. But the result hasn't gone our way, and now there's a slightly bigger gap between us and the top spots, 8 points, and we need to try and address that quite quickly. But we'll end the episode here. Of course, we've got Brighton and Hove Albion as our next match. Let's just have a look at manager's office. Chelsea have agreed to Hector Bellerin, so what we'll do, we'll just accept that. Of course, I reckon we could probably get more for him, but for now we go. So Olympic Lyon, sorry, should I say, have taken him. So Hector Bellerin's going for 34 million. Of course, another very good right back. So that gives us 291,435,000. So a big money signing coming in, shall we say? So the only people we've got left so is Xhaka, Luiz, Mustafi, Nketiah, and Martinelli. So Martinelli, of course, is a player that we just have to sell. But we'll end the episode. I just want to thank everyone for supporting the channel. I really, really do appreciate that. I can't thank you enough. Didn't expect the channel to do so well. So I really do appreciate that. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And remember, we're changing the game and taking over.